mean, it's an option in a sense from the dry weather capacity. The difference between the dry weather capacity and the wet weather capacity is significant. We have excess capacity right now, and we treat what what comes in basically. So, we have excess capacity for dry weather, but when rain events hit and the storm water starts to begin to collect in the collection system, that water initially comes down to the plant. Then, in some cases where it does reach the overflow capacity, it will overflow into the various water courses. But majority of it, still comes to the plant and has to be treated. No, it doesn't affect we don't meter sewage use. We meter the water consumption, which is pretty common. That most municipalities do. So basically, depending upon how much water you're using, we don't. One of the issues also is that we don't collect any additional fees for when it rains. So when someone uses 1,000 gallons of water, they're paying for 1,000 gallons of sewage treatment as well. Yes, the sewage fees are directly related to the water consumption.
Right.
No, I mean even swimming pools. When you fill a swimming pool, the water consumption obviously is being utilized. Eventually, that water has to be drained, and the proper way to dispose of swimming pool water is into a sanitary collection system because it does contain, chlorine and so forth, and also, potentially human waste and in contact with humans. So it's not able. You shouldn't be discharging it into a storm sewer, so it has to go into a sanitary sewer, which is the reason that it's billed through consumption. That's definitely one of the factors. Also, unfunded mandates. This isn't our first go around with unfunded mandates. They've been happening for as long as the treatment plant's been in operation. We had several projects back in 2003 that were, by order of consent decree, and we had to get those accomplished. And we had a round of increases back then, and now our large portion of our long-term control plan is underway. And the increases will be due in part to unfunded mandates. What people are paying is based on water consumption. When it rains, that water is being basically treated at the plant to some extent, without being paid for. I guess is for lack of a better word.
Okay.
The rainwater is not running through their consumption meter, so they're not getting billed for it. It does get treated to some extent at some point when it reaches the plant's what weather capacity. It does overflow at the plant. So some does just goes overflow without being treated, as it does throughout the entire collection system when it reaches the overflow capacity. Yes, actually, the sanitation fee is although you pay that as part of your water bill. There's 3 separate items on your water bill. You have water consumption, you have sanitary, which is your sewer, and then you also have sanitation, which is solid waste collection. Yes, it comes in through the meter, and it's your usage is metered. It is your bill is calculated based upon your consumption for water, and then it's also that same consumption is used to pay your sewer as well.
Okay. To your knowledge, there's nothing else that would contribute to an increase, I guess?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just to fight that.
From a homeowner standpoint, like again, since it's based on consumption, water conservation, is something that would bring your bill. That could bring your bill down both on water consumption and sewage. Things like low flow toilets and shower heads, and just generally trying to watch what you're using, I guess.